a prisoner's dilemma. It is a paradox in decision analysis in which two individuals acting in their own self-interest do not produce the optimal outcome. The prisoner's dilemma presents a situation where two parties separated and unable to communicate must choose between cooperating with the other or not. The highest reward for each party occurs when both parties choose to cooperate. So, let's have an example of prisoner's dilemma. Let's say, Mr. Boy and Mrs. Girl have each been arrested for some minor crime. The police think they committed a more serious crime, but they don't have enough evidence to convict them, so they need a confession. They take them and put them in a separate room so they can talk and play a little game. To try to force a confession, the police give them each a choice. Admit your partners committed the crime and you will go free and we will pardon you for the minor crime, but your partner will have to spend 3 years in prison. Another choice is if you stay silent and your partner let us know that you were the one who really did it, then you are going to have to go away for 3 years. They know that the police doesn't have any evidence, and if they both stay silent, then they will only go to prison for 1 year each for the minor crime. But if they betrayed each other, they will go to prison for 2 years each. Each partner can choose on one or two things: stay silent or betray. Stay silent is to cooperate, then betraying is to defect. If they both stay silent, they each spend a year in prison. If one betrays and the other is silent, then the betrayer goes free and the silent will spend 3 years. And lastly, if they both betrayed each other, then it's 2 years each. So the question, what they're gonna do? They should cooperate. It is the best option in the group. But let's take it from Mrs. Girl's perspective. If she thinks Mr. Boy is going to stay silent, then she should betray, so she can go free. It is better to go free than spending a year in prison. On the other hand, if she thinks he's going to betray her, then she should betray also. 2 years in jail is better than 3. So they both have same exact situation and think the exact same thing too. So both have same exact situation and both have same exact thinking. They should have both cooperate, but from individual standpoint, they notice they could always gain by defecting if they have no control over what the other person is going to do. So they will both defect to try better in their own situation. They're not really thinking about the gains of someone else, but people always think what's best for themselves. So that is the prisoner's dilemma all about. It is a setup in such a way that both parties choose to protect themselves at the expense of the other participant. As a result, both participants find themselves in a worse state than if they had cooperate with each other in decision-making process.
Right now, we are going to answer the question how prisoner's dilemma relate to the business strategies of firms under oligopoly. So, the prisoner's dilemma is a specific type of game in game theory that illustrates why cooperation may be difficult to maintain for oligopolistic even when it is mutually beneficial. So, in the game, there are two members of criminal gang that are arrested and imprisoned. So the two are separated for interrogation. So if the both prisoners confess their crime, each will serve, for example, a 2 year of prison term. And if one confesses but the other denies the crime, the one that confessed will be free, while the one that denied would get a 3-year sentence. And if both deny the crime, they will both serve only a 1-year sentence. So, in the game, betraying the partner by confessing is a dominant strategy. It is the better strategy for each player, regardless of how the other plays. So, this is known as Nash equilibrium under the oligopoly. So, it is the result of the game is that both prisoners pursue individual logic and betray, when they would have collective gotten a better outcome if they had both cooperated.